Hey everybody, welcome back to Diecast Driven. Today we're going to be looking at some gold cars. Up first, we have William Byron's PODS car from the NASCAR Cup Series. He raced this at Martinsville in 2023, and I was in attendance with my buddy. And this car is one of one. Very rare, impossible to get because I made it myself. And the reason I made it was because obviously I was in attendance of the race. I have the rear bumper cover from the car because it was a one-off thing, and Hendrick Motorsports was selling Jeff Gordon's 2014 Pepsi Real Summer hood from his Daytona July race that I was in attendance for, and I didn't buy it. It dawned on me that it was a one-off race, that was the only time that hood was ever going to be sold or available for purchase, and I missed it because I was in attendance for that race, but it was too much money. So then William Byron's PODS car ran at Martinsville, and I was in attendance, and it was the only time that car was ever going to be raced. So I had to buy the rear bumper cover, I guess, or something. And to go with that, I had to make the car because Lionel didn't make the car for whatever reason, not enough interest or whatever. Instead of making it with the white base, I decided to make it with the gold base because it was a one-off and it was special. The donor car, too expensive, don't want to talk about it, but it created a really good base for this PODS car. Yes, I stripped it down to the gold layer, applied all of these decals over top of it, and I think it turned out beautiful. It's a one of one. Nobody else has this car, just me, and it's a pretty good reminder, memory of the race with my buddy. However, William Byron didn't show up. He finished 13th. He was barely on the lead lap all day, and he actually finished a lap down. But it was still fun, and I enjoy having a piece of history that this car never was produced and that this was a one-off race and I was in attendance for it. So having the rear bumper cover and having the gold car to go with it is just a really cool piece of history that nobody else can say that they have. Now moving on to something that people do have is William Byron's 2024 Daytona 500 gold version car. Now, only 48 people have this car, and I am one of the lucky ones. But this particular car is part of a program from Lionel called Thursday Thunder, where if you are an RCCA Elite member, whether bronze, gold, or platinum, you have the ability to call in at, I think it was 9 a.m. when Lionel opens, and you have to be the first of either 48 or 36 or 24. It depends on what car they're selling and how many they're making. This particular one was 48, but you have to be one of the first 48, for this instance, callers to be able to purchase this car, and it was not cheap. It was pretty expensive, I will admit. However, I have seen this car go on eBay for upwards of $500. So it's kind of insane that multiple people just buy this car to sell. Now it's limit one per customer, but the Thursday Thunder program is a really cool thing where they offer these gold special cars, and it's not always William Byron. This is actually the first William Byron car that they had, and I had to get it because I am working on backfilling all of my Jeff Gordon gold cars, and I figured since I have the gold Martinsville car that you guys saw earlier in this video from William Byron, I figured I would also continue on that path and get the Daytona 500 gold car, and subsequently any future cars that come out in gold. To this point, no other William Byron gold cars have been made. However, if that happens in the future, I will also try to acquire those. But you guys already saw this car from the Daytona 500 video a couple weeks ago. This is just the gold version of it. It has the same confetti and race markings and all of that on it. The one thing I do like about this is the white base that this car had was a lot more than what the PODS car had. The PODS car only had a little bit of white base. It had a lot of red on it and blue. So you see the gold a lot more for this car. But overall, I like it. I hope you guys also like these gold cars. There's going to be more videos in the future when I start backfilling my Gordon cars of gold car videos and how rare they are. But if you guys like the video, hit the like button. I hope to see you guys next week, and thank you for your continued support. Bye.